Toastmasters Sangita Mishra. Why Toastmasters? Why Toastmasters? Toastmaster Sangita Mishra.
Thank you.
You do this, I do this.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Have you ever said no to anyone? Not because you didn't want it, but because you were afraid? 2 years back, someone invited me to a Toastmaster meeting, and my reply was, okay, I will come, but just to watch. I went for that meeting. I chose to sit at the back seat, observing everyone silently. To be honest, judging everyone. Multiple questions in my mind. Why is he smiling so much? Why are they clapping for everything? Why is he timing for every people? And so many other questions. And all of a sudden, something unexpected happened. The president of the club asked, would you like to introduce yourself? Please introduce yourself in 30 seconds. My heart sank. I started shivering. I didn't understand for a second, what should I say? Should I talk about my childhood? Should I talk about my work? Should I talk about this? Should I talk about that? I stood up. I just said my name and forgot the rest. Now that was my Toastmaster moment, the very first Toastmaster moment. That's when I realized that this place is not actually for perfect speakers, but it's actually for the people who are brave enough to try. At that point of my life, I was already working as a business development leader for a multinational company. I was already leading the meetings. I was already talking to customers. But there was this confidence which was missing inside. DTM Alvin, have you ever felt like that you were confident outside, but you felt there was a lack of confidence within you? I'm sure many of you felt it. Now, that day, I realized that Toastmaster is a place where you can fail safely, where pause is not an embarrassment, but it's actually a feedback, where making mistake is not a pain, but it's actually a moment to grow further. And the time came when I was supposed to deliver my very first speech, my icebreaker. I would have practiced it multiple times. I would have called all our senior Toastmasters to understand how to deliver a speech. I would have practiced it in front of phone camera, in front of mirror, while fighting with my husband, in the washroom. But the result? Nothing. I delivered the speech with the same lack of confidence, very poor body language. There was no clarity. But you know, something amazing happened. Not a single eye who judged me that day. Even my evaluator said, what a strong message you conveyed during your speech. He didn't say you were nervous. Now that shift changed something within me. And then I started thinking, is Toastmaster a public speaking place? No. For me, it is not about public speaking. For me, it is about listening better. For me, it is leading with clarity. For me, it is dealing with people with empathy. For me, it is about giving constructive feedback to each and everyone who is around me. It is more than public speaking. There's something drastic changed in my workplace also. I learned how to handle rejection. I was calmer when there is an objection from my company or from my customer. I started dealing with my customers with composed manner. When I was discussing in board meeting, I showed clarity and focus the way I started speaking. So for me, Toastmaster not only taught me how to speak in a structured manner, but it did tell me how to show up. So why Toastmasters? Are you here for medals? Mr. President, are you here for title?
No.
Toastmaster Jem, are you here for applaud? Same here. I am not here for medal, certificate, or applaud, but I am here for the confidence which I am building every day, for the growth which I am feeling after every mistake, and the most important thing, for the people, for the community, the room full of people who actually want you to succeed. Where else you will get it? Right here. So if you ask me why Toastmasters, I would say why not Toastmaster? One step at a time, one role at a time, one brave movement at a time. And if nothing, then just by standing up, say your name and forget the rest. By the way, I have another Toastmaster invite for tomorrow. And this time, I am not going to just watch. I'm going to take up a role. Or I'm going to speak. Or maybe I'll just simply stand and say my name. Over to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Sangita. 30 seconds.